I've been working in the solar industry for more than 7 years. I was involved in utility-scale solar projects in France, Spain, and Algeria, where I was responsible for the overall design. I also worked on rooftop projects in the Bay Area for 1 year and a half. I was approached by Eva, who convinced me to join Laketricity, and I'm now a technical manager supervising the development and design of floating solar projects in the US.
I started my career doing fluid simulation in the nuclear research sector. After about a year, I realized I wanted to work on smaller scale energy projects where I could see a more tangible result of my work. That's when I joined the floating PV industry. As a construction manager, working on anchors installation and supporting EPC in the process of building a FPV plant. I then got a position as the technical manager in the California office of a floating solar racking provider, where I was in charge of preliminary design, anchoring design, and construction support. I've also worked as an R&D engineer specialized in FPV anchoring system. I'm now working as Laketricity technical director.
My typical day starts with meetings with the team based in France to go over the projects in development. I'm also responsible for addressing daily design requests from the developers to prepare proposals. And lastly, I coordinate with the different stakeholders to finalize the design. I'm dealing with utilities, electrical and structural consultants, manufacturers, and I also travel 20% of the time to meet in person the owners and perform site surveys.
It's not easy to pinpoint a typical day as I'm involved in a lot of different subjects. My job is to coordinate and to support our team on all of our technical and engineering work that can range from preliminary yield estimation to anchoring design and environmental impact assessment, interconnection application, building permits, and so on. I'm also trying to make sure our team have the right tools for what we're doing by finding the right one already available or developing our own.
My objective is to fight against global warming, and floating solar is an amazing solution for the energy transition. I'm proud to design projects which generate a sustainable and low carbon emission energy. The environmental impact is very low since the PV modules are on water and they even reduce evaporation. So we produce green energy, but we also help our partners to fight against drought.
Making a positive change in reducing greenhouse gas emission is also very important to me. I would also add that I love the challenges associated with floating solar being relatively new and exploring this new frontier of cleaner energy, and the fact Laketricity is a fairly small company where everybody can explore a wide range of technical challenges.
Laketricity is a worldwide company, and I coordinate with people on many different time zones. I supervise a multicultural team, and I think that is very valuable. We all learn from each other. It's a challenge since we all have different mindsets and visions. And as a manager, I make sure that everyone can share his ideas and feel comfortable by scheduling regular meetings where the team can meet up.
Collaborators in France, the United States, India, Taiwan, and Japan, it's true that international management can be a challenge. Work culture really is different from one place to the next, and it's important to be aware of these differences to maintain a pleasant working environment. From a more technical perspective, local standards and regulation are also very different, and as a global coordinator, I cannot be aware of them all. So it's important to rely on local offices, their experience, and their partners.
One of my daily challenges is to deal with both the metric and the imperial system. Our internal tools are designed with the metric system since Laketricity is a French company, but Americans use feet, pounds, acres, which forces us to design our projects in both systems.
I think that it's important for an engineer to be able to adapt to new challenges. A good engineer shouldn't have to be able to answer everything on the spot, but when being confronted by a new problem, should be able to come up with a plan, find the right resources and people to ask for help.
I'm grateful for our partners who trust us and contribute to make the world greener.
I'd like to say thank you to my coworkers. We sometimes were facing particularly difficult problems on the job site and we were exhausted, but after long days of work, the satisfaction of finding solutions and the celebration are some of my best memories.